सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् ज्ञानसम्बन्धाचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis sitting with us around the world at this moment. 434 places through Nityananda TV, 37 places two-way video conferencing having Nayana Diksha in 222 cities in 27 countries as per the statistics. Cities sitting with us in two-way video conferencing having Nayana Diksha: Bangalore Malleshwaram, Bangalore Marattahalli, Vancouver Puri, Saint Julien France, Guadalupe Rameshwaram, St. Louis Tirumala, Phoenix Kanchipuram, what is that, San Raman, Bhaktananda and Prabhananda are sitting. San Raman, am I right? San Dimas, Los Angeles, California. Blessings. New York, Varanasi, Dakota Dunes, San Jose, Madurai, Phoenix, Kanchipuram, Edgewater, New Jersey, Washington DC, Sripuram, Austin, Dubai, Charlotte, Srisailam, Louisville, Kentucky, Tiruvannamalai, Sharjah, Tirukkovilur, Oman, Sivagangai, Singapore, Singapuram, London, Kashi, LA, Pomona, Sydney, Australia, San Diego, Tirualavai, Sripuram, Chennai, Hyderabad, Sri, Hong Kong, Tallahassee, Florida, Calgary, Amarnath, Bengaluru, Nityananda Vidyalaya, Nepal, Seattle, Chidambaram, North Hollywood, California, Toronto, Kailasam, Sydney, Australia, Las Vegas, Ohio, Prayag, Priyanka, Malaysia. So I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. First thing I wanted to announce today especially is I am so happy after a long time. Understand? Bliss never leaves me. Bliss is there always. Now I am happy also. Bliss never leaves. When I look in, when I close my eyes, it is there always overflowing. The happiness which comes out of the bliss is unending. That never leaves. That is there always. But the happiness I see when people are happy is happening in me so beautifully. Today, Nirahara Samyama, third level, fifth day. And today is the Brahmanyam Bahuputratam's 7th day program. Let's enter into today's satsang. Nachiketas, Kathopanishad, in the light of authenticity. ये ये कामा दुर्लभा मर्त्यलोके सर्वान् कामां चन्दत Prarthayasva ima rama sarata sadurya nahitrusha lambaniya manushyahi abir matpraptabi paricharayasva nachiketo maranam anuprapshuhu. Whatsoever objects of desire are difficult to attain in the realm of mortals, ask them all as thou desirest. Those lovely maidens with their chariots and musical instruments such are not obtainable by mortals, be served by these whom I give it to you. O Nachiketas, do not ask regarding death. As I said yesterday, he says, I will give you golden toilet, golden wash basin, golden tap. I can even convert the whole ship into gold. But don't ask me how to anchor or take it to the bank. Go with the flow. And yesterday somebody sent a beautiful photograph in the picture in Facebook. A ship falling in the falls. The moment I saw, I remembered, wow, clearly they visualized. Even if you have all this, what I am saying, the thousands of lovely maidens, chariots, musical instruments, everything. What can be done? You know, every passing day, you are moving towards death. And one more thing, you can do one thing by forgetting you are flowing towards death, floating towards death, you can enjoy. But any enjoyment which you are doing by forgetting the problems which you are having inside will be naturally unfulfilled, incomplete. There will be hangover inside. See, if you have morning, if you fought with your roommate and you are here, Gurukul kids, back to Vajrasanam. Intense listening, okay? How many of you feel you won't be able to do without moving the body? Raise your hand. You can be authentic, integrated. Raise your hand. No, Gurukul kids only. Gurukul kids, if you feel you can't be without moving the hands, okay, no problem. All those kids, send them back to room. You can go to Gurukul. No problem. Those kids, get up. Move, move, move. We will train you for next few days how to sit, freezing the body in the deep listening. Then you can come after a few satsangs. After that few days, you can come and join the satsang. So by being here, all you kids commit that you will sit straight and freeze the body. Am I right? If you see your friend, your colleague is moving around continuously, then we will send them to the Gurukul for few days of practice. When you don't move the body, listening becomes part of your biomemory, then you will become Egasandagrahi. Please understand, not moving the body is the first step for first time repeaters. As I said, there are three categories. First time repeaters, second time, two time repeaters, third time repeaters. Fourth time, they are fools. They are not, there is no category for them. In Vedic tradition, if you listen once and repeat, it is called first time repeater. If you listen 2 times and repeat, it is called 2 time repeater. Dvisandagrahi. If you listen 3 times and repeat, you are called Trisandagrahi. So now freezing the body is the first step. Put your hands in Samana Mudra. Means thumb on the high. It's mainly for Gurukul kids. And Gurukul kids freeze the body. That is the first step for Ekasantagrahya, first time repeaters. Then slowly you will go to the next step of freezing the eyes without blinking. When you reach that state, you become Ekasantagrahi. See, when your eyes are frozen, every word I utter will be visually recorded in you. When I say visually, you will just see the spelling Visually. It will become a vision and gets recorded in you. Only then you become Ekasantagrahi. First time repeaters. Okay. If you have to enjoy forgetting something, will that be a complete enjoyment? For example, morning, you fight with your roommate before coming to the satsang. Still that is going on in your head. Will you be able to listen to the satsang? Unless you finish that fighting with him, either by fighting or ending. You fight it out to the extreme and bring him to the terms. All right, this is your border, this is my border. You be there, I'll be there. I've seen in the stray dogs in my village. Once they come to the agreement, they will not cross the border, but they will be standing there and they will not cross their borders. You stand there, I stand here. அப்படியே பேச்சா தான் இருக்கணும். It means they have come to settlement. They have come to terms. Either you should do that. You come to terms. Your boundary, my boundary. Or complete it. All right. For not only my inauthenticity, I take responsibility. For your inauthenticity also, I take responsibility. Let me support you to come out of your inauthenticity and have patience to not to give up on you. This is completion. Either you complete or settle. Only then you can listen to the satsang now. Till then it is not possible. You may be sitting. You won't be able to listen. You won't be able to listen. You won't be able to listen. Same way, I tell you, if somebody is doing their whole day routine in deep completion, that itself is enlightenment. I am able to follow my routine continuously because of the deep completion. You understand? If there is some worry going on, I can't sit during the Pada Puja and bless that guy. If something is going on in the head, I can't sit in the satsang and talk all these subtle truths. Do you know how much of completion is required inside to give the words I uttered to her? Now it will become reality. Now she will experience this one to give the words. Without completion, it is not possible. So every day routine itself should be with a completion. Then, if you don't complete with the death, how are you going to live? It is like I have a golden toilet, okay, but what can you do with that golden toilet? Finally, you have to do only one, two, na? Even if it is a golden toilet, can you say, oh, it is golden toilet, I'll better wear on my head? Or else eat in this? No. Even if it is golden toilet and golden swimming pool, gold ship, unless you complete with the death, you can't start living. you can't start living. Next. Next verse is very beautiful verse. Shobhava martyasya yadantakaitat sarvendriyanam charayanti techaha abhisarvam jumidamalpave meva tavaiva vahas tavanritya giyate. Nachiketa very beautifully says, you just bow down to Nachiketa's Shraddha, authenticity. What a personality. Please understand, it's not a joke for being a human being and somebody says they will give you whole universe and don't ask me the question about death. What will you think? Arey, what am I going to do? About death I can know later on. I'll just ask him to give some 10,000 years of life on this whole world. And then in the 10,000 years I'll meditate and find out somebody, or I'll go to some rishi and find out, or I'll meditate and do tapas towards Yama itself and call him and have one more boon. First let me take away all these things, whatever he gives. We will have something now. If we don't anchor, this is where we are heading. If the ship is made of gold, with golden toilet, golden bathroom, golden restaurant, golden kitchen, golden plate, amazing Italian cruise experience. God, the Italian ship people do only two things. Eat, 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 eat. And you know what happens after that. Other than that, nothing else. Even if you have this kind of a Italian cruise, what will happen? What will happen? This is where. I think it is Niagara Falls falling. Some falls, okay, leave it. So understand, Nachiketa is so sincere. I really can't believe he's a small kid. Whether due to authenticity he was referred as a small kid, because in my heart, please understand, I wanted to make it very clear. I don't believe Jnanasambandar lived only 16 years. I feel he lived 160 and 1 0 got lost in the references or history, because he's a great yogi, Nirahari. No way he could have died in such young age. Niraharis live a very long life because their system does not need to take energy from external items. It receives energy directly from sun, moon and cosmos. Always the Niraharis live such a long life. See, our Niraharis as are now only Niraharis. Understand? They have not yet become complete Niraharis. But they have done a big step. As I said in the Gita, there are 4 ways of eating. Pachamyannan jadurvitam. In that 4, 2 has been stopped. But other 2 are there still. So they are only called Niraharis. Niraharis mean liquid diet people. To move to the complete Nirahara, they will have to do some more process and prepare the body and mind and all that, okay. But the big achievement, very big step, okay. But Jnanasambandar is a complete Nirahari. Maybe once in a while, for the sake of fulfilling the devotee's desires, Anyakara, whether he has eaten or not, I don't know. But as a pattern, he did not have food pattern. That he himself has told me directly. But now I'll see the Akashic records and tell you, even like that, casually, any time as he touched food or not, that I'll see to the See the Akashic reading and tell. And Pacham Yennan Chadurvitam. Nachiketa. Nachiketa is so beautifully standing up with his authenticity. He says, let's see what Nachiketa says. O death, these are fleeting. They weaken the vigor of all the senses in man. Even the longest life is short. Keep thou thy chariots, dance and music. I think Nachiketa is little annoyed. That is why he is telling the word, you keep everything with you. Like a child, he could have just said, no, these are all useless. I don't want. I think he's little annoyed. He's telling Yama, don't play this silly game. Don't think I'm a child. It is like somebody coming to me and showing one chikki. If you give me energy darshan, I'll give you this chikki. I don't want that chikki, I'll give you energy darshan. That is different. But no, if you give me one energy darshan, I'll give half. If you give me full, I'll give you one. If a child does that, at least it looks very innocent. Okay. But if Yama is doing that, this actually, Nachiketa should be behaving like this and Yama should be behaving the other way. But here Yama is behaving like this and Nachiketa is behaving the other way. The power of authenticity. Just like our Gurukul kids and their students. Amazing. He says, you keep your chariots, dance and music. The first word he says, these are fleeting. Means unstable, impermanent. They weaken the vigor of all the senses in man. It means more and more incompletion stores in you, more and more your senses become weak. If your whole thing is complete, your whole senses will become alive. All these joys added to you by you forgetting the death leads to more and more incompletion. See, it's like you hide about that fear of death inside, under the carpet, in your heart, and go on, try to drink, dance, joy, jump, do everything. So every action, during every action, sense enjoyment, you are only incomplete. So more and more incompletion weakens the senses. Listen. Listen. When you put your fear of death and non-understanding of death under your carpet, and hiding it, with that incompletion you go on and on and on, adding more and more different joys, sense pleasures. It creates more and more incompletion. With more incompletion, for example, first day, just to avoid the fear and death fear, you drink little alcohol. That leads to incompletion. Next day, because of the incompletion, senses lose the vigor, You have to take more alcohol, only then you will feel high. Then after a few days, because of the incompletion, senses lose more vigor, become weak. You have to take more alcohol to feel the high. This is the same way it happens, whether it is tea or alcohol or coffee or cigarette or sex or food, any taste, even music. Music or touch or taste or sweet, every level, without completing the fear of death and death, you go on enjoying. These are fleeting. Swabhava martyasya yadantaikaitat sarvendriyanam jarayanti tejaha. Means, when more and more sense objects are enjoyed with the unfulfillment, incompletion, senses become duller and duller and duller. Senses loses the vigor. So beautifully Nachiketa says, when the senses lose their vigor, even the longest life is useless, short. Abhisarvam jeevitam alpameva. Abhi sarvidam jeevam alpameva. Abhi sarvam jeevitam alpameva. So what he is telling, the jeevitam, whatever life may be long, but it is short. Alpam. If your senses are not understand this tattva, listen. That is why in Buddhist monasteries, the moment child becomes physically matured, usually in Buddhist monasteries it happens around 18, the child is physically matured. Immediately the child is sent to sit in the graveyard and meditate, stabilize, anchor, understand about death 3 months, 90 days. In our ashram also, Mama Nisha, we should have a syllabus for all physically matured kids. Amadvait, you should execute. They should go and stay in our Varanasi ashram 3 months. 1 semester they can study there, nothing wrong. Half of the time they will have to sit and gaze at the bodies being burnt, means whole night. Daytime they can sleep for a few hours and few hours they can study. Our ashram is nicely positioned inside, sitting inside ashram, just through glass you can see that body is being burnt continuously. I think they should. Because only when you understand about death and your cognizance about death is clear, yes, this is Manikarnika got. This exact view from our ashram. Please see the view. Continuously bodies will be getting burnt. Average per day minimum 300 bodies get burnt. Sometimes it goes up to 1000 per day. Per day. It is not per week. Minimum 300 goes up to 1000. Can you imagine 1000 bodies being burnt in one cremation ground? This is the world's busiest crematorium. World's busiest crematorium. Cremation ground. Okay. Understand this. Unless you anchor yourself with the clarity about death, the more and more pleasures you dump on your senses due to incompletion of the experience, senses become dull. When the vigor of all the senses in man is lost by the incompletion of death and constantly pleasures being put in that same incomplete mood, what is the incompletion of death? Means not having clear idea of what death is going to do to you, what should be your relationship with death, and what death means for you is incompletion with death. You should know what are you going to do after death, what death is going to do to you when it comes, what death is going to add or open, close or open, add or take away. Complete clarity. You should have visa and the ticket, everything to the space where you are going to go after death, and everything very clear, crystal clear, travel plan. When you do not have that, it is an incompletion with death. Better do this travel agent work for yourself the moment you become physically matured. Otherwise, in course of time, see, with that incompletion inside, your eating will become overeating. That becomes a big pattern. Seeing becomes overseeing. Hearing becomes overhearing. I wanted the world to know, knowledge is getting into the world with the completion of senses. When your senses are complete, indriyas are complete, anything you do will become knowledge. Anything you listen will become knowledge, see will become knowledge, taste will become knowledge, it will become knowledge. But when you are incomplete, anything you do will weaken the vigor. Jarayanti tejaha means the teja means vigor. The vigor is lost. Your consciousness should have romance with your senses, not nagging with your senses and arguing. When you are complete, your consciousness will have romance with your senses. Or it will have nagging with your senses. Next. Nachiketa says, they weaken the vigor of all the senses in man I think Nachiketa also had a same visualization of what I said. It is like a ship floating in the river. Otherwise, why should you use the word fleeting? These are fleeting. They weaken the vigor of all the senses in man. I think he also had the same visualization when this Yama was trying to play the game, silly game with him. If a child does, it is not silly. If Yama does, it is silly. Yesterday, one devotee from Pondicherry, she brought the Pongal money for me. See, in India, everybody in the house will be given some money during the Pongal. She literally treats me like a son in the house. She keeps my photograph in the house. Whatever she buys for other kids, including shirt, inner, jeans, everything she will buy one set for me and keep it in front of photograph. Whenever she comes to ashram, whatever is gathered in front of my photograph, she will bring it and give it to me. She lives literally with me. So this Pongal, she gave 500 rupees for every child and gave 500 rupees for me also. And she brought that 500 rupees and yesterday gave it to me. I said, why? She said, I don't know whether you will take it from my hand or not. This is the money I gave Pongal Kas. Means in the village they say that Pongal Kas means the kids get some money during the Pongal for their, like a packet money. This is the packet money I gave you. So I said, I accepted with both my hands and I said, I'll use this money to buy my groceries for eating. And actually I took it to the quarters and gave it to these guys and told, I use this directly for my food and for my expenses. This is not silly, this is devotion. If a devotee does, it is innocence and it has its own beautiful feeling. Suddenly Kala Bhairava comes and says, please have 500 rupees. And don't ask me to give boons or enlightenment. Of course, Kala Bhairava will not do that. But Yama tries to do that. He tells Nachiketa, you please have the golden toilet and golden bathroom, but don't ask for enlightenment. Feels very silly. I think Nachiketa is a little upset. That is why he says, you keep everything with you. Not only he says, I don't want, he says, keep thou thy chariots, dance and music. Tavaiva mahastava nritya gite. You keep it with you. There's a beautiful verse by Bhartruhari on Vairagya Shatakam. He sings 100 verses on Vairagya, renunciation. One verse is there. Bhoge ragavayam kule chuti payam vitte nirupaidat payam mane dainya bayam bale ripu bayam rupe charaya bayam Shastre vadibhayam, gune kalabhayam, kaye kritantu bhayam, sarvam vastu bhaya, anvitam bhuvindranam, vairagyameva abhayam. He says, in enjoyment there is fear of disease, in social position there is a fear of falling off, in wealth the fear of hostile government, and in honor the fear of humiliation, in power the fear of foemen, In beauty, the fear of old age. In scriptural erudition, the fear of opponents. In virtue, the fear of traducers. In body, the fear of death. All things in the world pertaining to a man are attended with fear. Renunciation alone stands for fearlessness. Wow. Just for this one verse, I'll keep a deity for Bhartrihari. I have heard few verses, but first time I'm spending time on it. Bhoge raga bayam, kule shudhi bayam, vitte nrubayat bayam, bhoge roga bayam, kule shudhi bayam, vritte nrubayat bayam, mane dainya bayam, bale ripu bayam, रूपे जराय भयम शास्त्रे वधि भयम गुणे काल भयम काये कृतंतु भयम सर्वं वस्तु भयान्वितं भुविनृणां वैराग्यमेव अभयम. God, what a clarity. So it is completion that is fearlessness. I'll translate here everything as incompletion. Completion is vairagya. If there is a completion in bhoga, rogabhaya will not be there. If there is completion in kula, Shudhibhaya will not be there. If there is a completion in everything, other fears will not be there. Bring in completion. Completion is vairagya. Completion is vairagya. Vairagya Shatakam. What Nachiketa says, after saying you keep everything with you, we will see in further satsangs.